Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Fields. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week: 11 carries, 55 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now Fields. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Out of the gun, Fields. And that's complete to Sanders. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 30. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Etienne. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit, because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Fields. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap. Fields over the middle here to Brown. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, Fields. And Sanders has got it complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Fields. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. It's Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields now to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw, Fields. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They run with Sanders off the option. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here is Washington now to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, what a catch. It's Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. To the air again, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mariota. And that's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bet.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mariota now. Incomplete, right side to Cook. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best wins, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And he finds Gronk. And he's brought down. A final shot before the break. Fields. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show
For this next drive, the Washington offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll run with Etienne. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Fields. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Fields. And Gordon's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got it. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a give to Etienne, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And this is Cook with a grab. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A first down throw for Mariota. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Mariota. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Washington on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Joe Judge, I have to say, I'm not going to present his case to the So Matt LaFleur had it right, and he'll wind up winning that challenge. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Fields throw pulled in by Gronkowski. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these. They're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Mariota on 1st down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's complete to Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Mariota's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Now Mariota. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. To the end end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And he comes back with one complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. What can Mariota do in the OT? That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Second down at 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Here's Mariota. That's complete. It's Cook. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A give running right, Etienne. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Mariota. He's got Njoku over the middle. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo.